Hi, today we're going to make tofu. So today we're going to be using broccoli, tofu, some sprouts, some onions, and for the sauce we're also going to be using some fresh ginger and garlic and some soy sauce to give that really nice flavor. So let's get on with it. So we're going to be starting with our tofu because we need to squeeze the water out of it. And after that, we're going to prepare our veggies. The tofu I'm going to be using today is a firm tofu from a Swedish brand, and it's also organic, which I really like. So we'll be starting with our tofu, and the best way is to just wrap a lot of paper and just squeeze it and let it sit for a while so the paper absorbs all the water. And this is the Arrabiata I like to use. This makes it really, really tasty. And I mix this with some tomato paste. I'm going to be adding a little bit of soy sauce. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now we're going to take the tofu. And cut it in squares. I mean, you can make any shape you prefer. But today we're making squares, and then I'm just going to put it in here to let it marinate for a while. So we're just going to mix it and make sure they get covered. Actually, I think I'm going to use a little bit of Tamari as well. And now we're just going to let this sit for a while. Okay, so for our sauce, we will be using some coconut milk, freshly grated ginger, a couple of cloves of crushed garlic, some more soy sauce, some more tomato paste, and some tahini. So I'm just going to pour it all in the pan. I love the smell of ginger. It's wonderful. And it also has a lot of health benefits. So we're just going to use this part. I mean, you can chop it, but when using in a sauce, I prefer to grate it. And I think that will do. Oh. And I'll be using 2 cloves. And we'll use the rest of the tamari here. Need some more soy sauce for the saltiness. We're also going to be using some cornstarch. Now, I know a lot of people have opinions about corn and the GMOs. Of course, you can use any other kind of starch that you prefer. I haven't tried it with potato starch. And just for this recipe, I really prefer to using the cornstarch, which is not a thing I eat all the time. And for this recipe, it's really nice. So while we're letting the tofu marinate, I'm going to cut up some broccoli and some bell peppers. And I'm just going to make them into small bouquets, just like that. And then we're going to take our bell pepper. This is a sweet one, which I really, really prefer. And you can make any sizes, smaller sizes if you prefer. So we have our bell peppers and some sprouts, sugar snaps, broccoli, and here we have our tofu marinating. So what is really good with these rice noodles is that you don't have to boil them. I just brought this water to a boil, and now I'm just going to add my rice noodles and just leave them in there without boiling for about 3 minutes. And set my timer for 3 minutes. It is now time to fry our tofu. I will be using coconut oil, but of course you can use any kind of oil that you prefer. I really like the taste of coconut oil for this dish, and I try not to use huge amounts. I don't like to fry this or fry my food at all. I guess originally I started making these just 1 cube at a time. It is very time consuming, so I'm just gonna mixing them all like this and then put them in the pan. And over here our sauce is just simmering and turning out really, really delicious. So now they're getting golden brown, and we're just going to turn them over. The tofu is ready. It's just sitting here in a pan staying warm. The sauce is ready. The noodles are ready. We're just going to give our veggies a quick stir fry, and then we're ready to assemble and to eat. And the bean sprouts I just want to be adding to the end so they don't really get cooked. And the veggies just need to get warm, a little bit tender. I don't want to overcook them. I'm just going to put some of the sprouts on top. The sauce is really thick. I'm thinking I'm going to put the noodles in with the vegetables, and then I'm just going to pour the sauce over. And then you can just always add more depending on how much sauce you want. This sauce is really good. So I really hope you enjoy my video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and liking and favoring my videos.